What's up, gang? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good. Do I got a good audio check? Cause I got a brand new microphone. Yeah, I had to upgrade the mic right quick. So I hope I got good audio. And I hope the settings right. All right. I can't waste no more time. I'm getting strictly to the point. All right. You really don't need me to explain Irene live, TY live, and stuff like that because I already proved that. But I just wanted to everybody to know that the ninth floor, where the noise complaint came from, y'all know what noise complaint they called to the front desk and said the noise was too loud. That's the easy question to answer because we've been here for 5 years. And guess what? We got to trace back who filed the noise complaint or called about it. So, according to the paperwork, if we all read it together, we know what room it came from. We know what room it came from. Before I start the presentation, I need everybody on track because this finna solve a whole lot of theories. This finna solve a whole lot of theories. Hi, y'all. Since you the first one that dropped the correct answer in the chat, don't retract it. You had it right. You the first one that put it in. Room 930. Room 930. Cause let me show you, right? Cause we need to read the statements, right? What came from room 930. All right, here go the statements. Again, I want everybody to read this in the chat. When you read it, I'm finna come back and I'm finna ask you a question. And watch how I'm finna make this whole investigation stand out. So read it, right? What it say? What it say? I'm gonna blow it up a little bit, right? This is room 930 state, right? I'm gonna give it a moment and let everybody read it. And watch what Trey Gang gonna show you. And I'll be back with my commentary. All right. All right. I'm finna tell you what's going on in room 930. First, let me ask you this. Why did the police took this person's statement in room 930? Right? This remember Kenneka case supposed to be an accident because they ruled it an accident, but why would they ask room 930 to make a statement? Okay, yeah, I believe you. Cause some of y'all phone, y'all might can't just let me blow it up. See, can I blow it up? Somehow, let me do it like this, right? How about that? Can you see it? Hold on. How about that now? Okay, all right. So check this out. Room 930 said, hold on, put my reading glasses on. You gotta read this like you old school. He said, I ran a clear search for blank. Notice how it started off from this person in room 930. He said he ran a clear search on blank and was able to gather four numbers. The two numbers were good for blank and blank when I attempt the first With the first number, he received a voicemail. I explained who I was and why I was calling, requesting to return my phone call. Second number I called, I spoke with a female who worked with blank, meaning they co-workers. She advised she did not know where he was at the moment. I provided her my information and she advised she would forward blank blank, you know what I'm talking about, to return the call. Now watch this. Watch this. Pay close attention. On the ninth, on September the 18th, 2017, Knight returned my call. Remember that date, September the 18th, meaning that's 8 days later when Kenneka was found in the freezer. That's 8 days later when Kenneka was found in the freezer. And watch this. He returned the call and he said he recalled staying in room 930 being waken up by loud noise around 12:30, 12:30. Go back to when Kenneka was in the room. The French case saw her on the bed sleep at 12 something. Right? Check this out. He said he woke up by a loud noise around 12. No music playing. Right? No music playing. Nothing. So they said 12. He stated he called down to the front desk of the hotel and advised them of the noise complaint. And watched it. He stated when he last went back to bed and once woken up around approximately 2:30 on the ninth floor. Remember, he stated he called down the front desk again and reported the noise complaint. He stated then he went back to bed and didn't hear no noise or made any contact with anyone that early morning. So who was this person? Right? Coming to find out, right? This person, this person was from New York. We can agree with that, right? This person is from New York. Wait a minute. All right. Guess what this say? They ran another clear search on people in the room in 927 and 928. Right? So look, here go more people in the other rooms, right? These are other people's statements. They said they ran a clear search on blank and was able to gather three numbers of blank. I attempted the first number and was unable to make contact, but I left a voicemail to return my call. I went and called the second number and made contact with a female. I explained who I was and why I was calling. The female subject who answered advised me she didn't even speak any English and hung up. I tried the third number and got negative results, but I left a voicemail. So boom, right? The lieutenant called the female subject. It was able to make contact. So now they got the lieutenant, because the lieutenant could speak Spanish, and she was unable to have a conversation. He inquired about the name that was used to book to the room and if she knew any information, or if she was willing, or she was willing. She was therefore during the hold on y'all. She stated she did not know what was he was talking about and she was not there. Meaning that the person who she with got to be a man, right? Got to be a man. So look, she said on September the 14th, right, around 1500 hours later, meaning 3 o'clock, they made contact with Blank. He advised he was staying at the hotel between the dates listed above. He stated he arrived at the hotel on the 8th around about 2 o'clock. And that's in the morning. He stated that same night he went to the dinner with his family and returned back to his room around 18, right? 1800. He stated he was in the room, did not leave for that night, but he stated that someone, like, he heard a loud noise. Hold on. He heard a loud noise coming from a different room, right? Hold on. All right. Now check this out, right? Watch how cold this is. Now we know in room 930 that was want to contact this dude. He was from New York, right? Everybody know he was from New York. Remember, Zach went to New York, right, and started interviewing people in New York. Okay, think about Cassidy, New York, right? So watch this. We heard King Rob in the video, right? Look, we heard King Rob in the video, right? Proven fact, he was in the room, and we know he old as hell. You know, King Rob hitting on this late 40s, right? King Rob hitting on late 40s, old man. So watch this. Look what the other report said. Hold on. Now look. Before I before I tell you about who was on the ninth floor in room 930 from New York, keep this in mind. We know King Rob was in the room. Now, if you're looking up at this screenshot came from Scoop Game Video. I looked at the picture, I looked at the bag. Now, we know one point in time Kenneka was in the bag, but we ain't had no proof of it. But we got circumstantial evidence. So, watch this. If you look how this bag on Scoop Game Video, we know it was shot with a phone and we looking at the flow, right? And look how the bag look. Look how this black bag look to your left of the screen, right? So watch this. This what I'ma do. All I can do is just compare it with this cart that he pushing. Cause right now I ain't even thinking about the time what he doing with this cart. Cause it's a lot of things you could do with the camera when it comes to the time. So look, when you look at that bag, why it is similar to is on the cart. It's similar. Only thing about the bag when you look at it, just look at it. What I'm basically telling you, Scoop Gang had the tea in the beginning. The Scoop Gang knew who to go to Little Meat and get Little Meat to talk. And then Little Meat connected to Shemaya. Make it so bad. Scoop Gang got a whole lot of they lives that happened that night. You see what I'm saying? When you look at the bag, watch this how I'm finna explain it to y'all. Now on the left screen, you see scratch marks in the bag, right? But on the right screen, you don't see no scratch mark. But it's shaped in the same fashion, right? But think about it. When the body wrapped up in the bag, you know the body gonna move at times, right? So when you start from the top of that bag, look how flat it looked at the bottom of the bag. You see what I'm saying? And look at it from going to the bottom of the bag to the top. It's shaped the same fucking way. You cannot duplicate this. So so keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. The police, when they took a picture of Kenneka watch, he was sitting on the black trash bag. They even had this shit in the paperwork, in the investigation, not the Scoop Gang picture, but the other picture what we see on the screen. So I don't know. Now I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just comparing these bags and just to get everybody's opinion. See what I'm talking about? So look, when you look at her on the cart right here, right? Then look at her right here, right? Now, if you look at the top of this bag, now look, boom. Then when you look at the bag, look how at the bottom, right? When you see this light spot right here, look at that light spot that's right here on the goddamn cart. See that? So at the bottom of the bag, we got a white spot. Now look, I can't even duplicate this. You got the same spot from right here on the bottom of this bag. Then when you go up, look how it's shaping. Just like this. Man, I really ain't even got to scratch myself to even I could just show this shit and you know what I'm saying? And y'all can do the rest. Cause anybody can see this. See what I'm saying? So that means, right? Now, this another thing I'm finna show y'all too. Cause I got to show y'all this. When you be putting things on the internet, people be saving stuff. And Google save things too. And straight drop on Princeton and shit. Cause he was telling people that he seen her put her in the bag. And let me show it to you. Now y'all see him? That's his face. But look right here. Damn it. Right here. They put her in the bag. When I synced it, I dropped it a tear. I synced it. So look, watch this. Now look, remember he this nigga on the footage. And remember what Mariah said at Tucson, right? Now we see that. Remember they took her statement and she said she would arrive round about 1:40. They put her in the same time frame in the hallway with Kenneka on the elevator. Remember that, right? So look, she said Kenneka was drinking this stuff. Cause keep this in mind right here. We know this right here was at 2:24, and that don't even show Kenneka in the room. Right live. And you got Mariah right here, right? At two something. She was standing by her friend when you read it. Now since we know King Rob in that room, and we know he was at that party. Now it's already proven he was at the party. He only know details what a killer would know. So did he have a room too, Daryl? Because it might be on the ninth floor. So watch why I said that, right? This why I said that. Hold on, y'all. Look, remember the statements I showed y'all? Here go the statements in room 930. Entry log. Guess what it said? Chicago PD contacted this number and they received from New York about a Facebook Live. They call it. He provided me with a contact number for social media unit. So the police went back when they took these statements right here. Right? Room 930 from New York. Now they want to ask him about a Facebook Live. Why would they ask him about a Facebook Live and he from New York? You see what I'm saying, Melvin Johnson? Think about that. New York is tied back to Chicago, right? Zach went to New York when he was in that hotel room. Look how he was talking then. Like, yeah, I had to jump out a very important meeting to tell y'all who was down in the kitchen with Kenneka. So he was in New York. Now you got somebody from New York linked back to Chicago. So look, guess what? Guess who it was? Guess who this person was that was in New York? Since y'all see it on the police report, let me show y'all this. So keep this in mind. King Rob was there. Great Drop was there. You know what I'm talking about? We know other YouTubers is on the footage. And I'm going to show y'all this. So now we got the number, right? Now we got the number. And look who we got that tried to file a trademark name on Kenneka Jenkins. Remember, Dylan Drayton is Planet of the Fakes. Dylan Dre is Planet of the Fakes. And he around the same age as King Rob. And guess what Planet of the Fakes be at? Let's scroll up, right? We're gonna scroll up and we're gonna go where? Back to New York, back to New York, back to New York. Now y'all understand why he had to go along with King Rob trying to get this Kenneka Jenkins trademark, right? So look, this is the biggest receipt. Now you got plenty of the faking his death and shit on YouTube. Know what I'm talking about? Got the whole YouTube street like he might be. I don't know. You know how many stunts they be pulling. To remember when Planet of the Fake was talking about Kenneka not dead. She was in Africa and shit. Then went to a witness protection program and all this. Think about his narrative now. Now you see why he had to come out with that. So look, what they could benefit off the trademark, if they would have got the trademark on Kenneka Jenkins' name right, that means nobody can make no content about Kenneka Jenkins. It's like a copyright strike. That means like if I take a new movie that Hollywood just released and upload it on my channel, that's a copyright infringement. I don't have rights. It's like a rapper. If you got a right to his name, you cannot upload no content. You know what I'm talking about? That he, you see what I'm saying? All they tried to do was control the narrative, right? That's why they were striking all the YouTube channels, all the innocent YouTubers. They were just simply covering the case. They struck everybody and told everybody can't nobody make no Kenneka Jenkins content because they own the rights to her name. So that means if they went to a certain extent, if they went to a certain extent, right, what that tells you, they got every bit to do with the murder. Cause King Rob was the one that mentioned the back door first. He went straight when they released the footage. He went straight to that camera. He said that where she locked her shoe at. He told everybody about the head injury. You see what I'm saying? So look, when you look at this, see that New York, right? So King Rob and Planet of the Fakes had something going. The King Rob narrative started matching. We go to address too, y'all. In case y'all want to know, it gonna go back to a housing authority. So now we just linked it back from New York, room 930, down at the Planet of the Fakes. Planet of the Fakes had everything. Planet of the Fakes really had people thinking it was a body double. See what I'm saying? They said he said Kenneka had a body double. It was a crisis after. She in with testing program. The girl you see on the footage is from Africa. That's Kenneka cousin from Africa. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, damn, who even watched this shit? But see, now I want to understand why he had to distract everybody from that bullshit. It makes sense. So so we linked it back to New York, right? So let me cut this out. Cut this on. All right. I can't do nothing but think about this. What this said. King Rob named Peso. Peso. That's the same decoration that was in the kitchen. Somebody named Peso. You see what I'm talking about? Remember the decoration in the kitchen? I couldn't just get that out of my head while it would say welcome Peso. Uh, it was a lot of room they booked. They wasn't only just 926. Cause this police clearly said they found Kenneka in the basement. And they went down to the basement again. Walsh, right? This Walsh saying this shit. Same Walsh right here. This the same Walsh. So when you look at Walsh, then look at him. And then look at the assistant beverage manager. You know what I'm talking about? So So when they come back to like if King Rob in the music game, right? And he known for being in the music game, so he be paying people to shoot his artist video. So guess what they finna come in? Editing, editing. So that mean if it came to TY Live, shit. TY even looked like Rob. So you already know that's how they got us with the screenshot and the shadow image. Won't it make sense that he know video and these people shoot music videos and put all them effects on to make the video stand out? See what I'm saying? Mm-mm. And they were kind of fast to find an obituary. What's the government name? That's what we need, the government name. So look, you can't tell me this right here. We got New York, we got Monifa, and Roman told us not to speak what happened. I can't help my best friend even if I want to. Look, check this out. So look, you got this with Monifa. Yeah, we already see the art. Can you tell me what you got on Straight Drop? Yeah, I can tell you what I got on Straight Drop. The nuts, the nuts. That's what I got, Richard. The big kahuna nuts. I'm talking about the big walnuts. These nuts, Jack. So look, Rosemont Police told us not to speak on what happened. Oh my God, we got a confession. So we got straight drop saying they put it in the bag. When I synced it, I dropped a tear. I synced it. What I'm talking about? Now, when you be putting videos out there, people be watching. And you got and he forget you got fans out here too, so they gonna be screenshotting all your work, big nose ass. You could drive a dump truck in that nigga nose. I mean, you can really, goddamn it, you see that nose, do you see that snout? You see what I'm saying? Do you see that snout? That's the problem. That nigga drug addict. They on that booger sugar and they go out and do their little thing with little girls. You know what I'm talking about? So look, Straight Drop said this right here, right? And look, Ray said he seemed to put in the bag. So we got straight drop saying put in the bag. Lead back to somebody in New York that's linked with Chicago, right? Link back to Chicago from New York, and he said, just hit me up on my social media. So that means he wants them to hit him up on this social media. Case, you know what I'm saying, they want to do a phone record. He didn't trust the police, so he might was like, yeah, I could screenshot all this shit in case they might go in his files and delete some things. I don't know. So look, now they talking about the audio. Regarding social media, I requested call back ASAP regarding a what? Audio. Audio. Audio, what they talking about. So, so watch this. I don't know. I see some folks in here were talking about that. Hold on, wait a minute. I want to know what happened to that Matthew Rose shit. I ain't heard nothing about no Matthew Rose no more. I want to know why I ain't hearing it. Look, but we got back to New York, right? I ain't forgot about Matthew Rose and none of this shit. Cause remember, she supposed to be depicted in all this. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm still waiting on that. All right. So right here, you got your two main suspect, grown men. And watch this. Planet of the Face even sound gay like he a old drag queen. Y'all know how he sound, right? Like an old drag queen. He sound fruity. So they let me know he might be over the trans community, but hell, with butt pack now. Cause they got friends called butt pack. You know what I'm talking about? I don't just understand what they really, you know what I'm talking about. So you got Jeff McCrae and Dylan Drake. Jeffrey McCrae and Dylan Drake. Planet of the Fakes and King Rob try to file a trademark. Boom. And remember, they already got Zach. They already got Zach, right? So when you go to the trash bag,
What y'all think?
it's very similar to this. See what I'm saying? They had to get rid of Zach because Zach got that camera and Zach can get answers. Shit, that's his state. That's his hood. Zach can get anybody on that camera. The whole mood changed when Zach started investigating Kenneka Jenkins case. When he said that, he done stirred up everybody that was involved with it. That's the first people finna reach out to Zach anonymous. You gonna have people that was at the party trying to tell Zach what happened. He got Irene, you know what I'm saying? He got Irene P's killer days after the shit happened. So look, let me go into the you say in the kitchen. Yeah, we got to go in the
What's in
kitchen.
them bags, y'all?
Yeah, we got to go to the kitchen, John. Hold on. I'm gonna show you what that bag gonna look like in the kitchen. Cause I looked at it when he was in the food court hall pushing. I'm like, man, it's something up with that bag. Cause I don't even think that was the same bag that it was. Hold on. You just got to compare it to the footage like we finna do now. Got to go to the kitchen, John. Look at all these goddamn videos. So watch this game. Now watch this. They gonna show this shit at one song. So let me skip it all the way back. Right here. And look how it look now. Then there's you see what I'm saying? You can't it's like it's still cause one look the stretch mark give it away. You can see with the position of it. You see what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. Now look, if keep this in mind, we know I understand the stretch marks in the bag. I understand that. But them motherfuckers gonna eventually go away, once it you know what I'm saying? Man, I don't know. Right now I'm getting kinda scary on this part. I'm really getting scary on this part because this shit blowing me up right now. That's why he was so careful with that John. Look, watch this. He ain't even moved the bag. It's just like he just moved the foot, got caught up in it. You see what I'm saying? Look, watch this again. Watch how careful he is with it. You see how careful he is with it? Then look, if you look, and if you look how it look at the tip of it, it's that's a careful ass knot. You see how the way it's tied at the end? Like, come on, man. Come on, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Look at it again. Look how the bag move on the cart when they bump. Boom. If y'all see what I'm looking at, y'all look, y'all see how like, and if you really, I don't want to show the body in the freezer, but if you look how she was laying on the left side in the freezer, it showed what it looked like, don't it? It showed what it looked like, don't it? Now imagine how she was laid in the freezer. I don't want to show the picture. I want y'all to visual y'all in y'all mind and look at her on that cart in this position, right? On this position, it would match exactly like you lay face down in the freezer. You see what I'm saying? You can't tell me I ain't on point with this shit, cause I see it. When I started reading old paperwork and going back over some things, I'm like, wait a minute, we got something. I mean, we really got something going on right now. Cause you see how it's just neatly tied, and it's so tied up that you can't even see the inside. Now you know, you look. When you try, come on now, and then look and check this out. Now, if there was trash, I'd be doing landscaping sometime, right? And you know how when you clean up the yard and stuff, all you work in the fast food restaurant, it would be impossible if you were throwing if there was bag full of trash, it would have had the same velocity at the bottom. That's just like putting a bag of clothes in the bag in this shape like this. The whole bag gonna turn circle, right? Like a bean bag. That's like what leaves look. Don't y'all know how like leaves look in a black bag sitting on side of the road? You never seen the top of it look like this, did it? So that means it is some strange going on with this bag. You see what I'm saying? And don't come to me talking about some look Candace Star said this shit. Man, look. I can bust her ass out right now, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let y'all I'm gonna hurt everybody's feelings at the end. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna hurt everybody's feelings at the end. Cause I see the fucker. If you think she a psychic, keep thinking it. I ain't even finna say she ain't. I already know what the hoe is, you know what I'm talking about? And I already know what's going on. Just like you, just like, check this out. Let me see, can I pull that girl picture up? Nah, I ain't gonna show y'all the picture. Fuck that. I'm gonna let y'all, I'm gonna let y'all Candace Star fan. look, 'cause I gave out too many warnings. I ain't finna do this shit no more. I'm gonna let you suckers have it. So look, now I was reading this, right? Now I understand. Cause keep this in mind. I showed y'all who had trash bags in their hand. Now watch this. Who had trash bags in their hands on the footage? And then you'll know who helped put her in the trash bag, right? If Monique and them already got caught putting her in the trash bag with employee, who helped? What time out? So look, yeah, that's what I'm trying to show everybody. When you look at this bag right here on the screen, right? When you look at the bag on the screen, you can tell it's the same size. Yeah, red shirt. You see what I'm saying? There you go. Red shirt. He had the bag in his hand. So when you look at this bag, to me, it's the same fucking bag. It's shaped the same. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't saying there's Kenneka in that bag, but it mysteriously, for some strange reason, matching up with this bag that Scoop Gang got on the video. Keep this in mind, they even got it in the police report when they had her covered up in white bags too. Like it was a white clear bags or something, like she was wrapped up in sheets in it. So that means that them pictures we seen, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know, y'all. Cause once you dig, look, once you keep digging, right? What else I want to show everybody? All right, I did that with the trademark. Okay, then here go the statements for all of this, right? So look, all right. Now all of this I got right here. Whose statement this is? I think this little meat, right? Now this the maintenance man, the one that got the call about the pool area. Okay. Yeah, there you go, mopping coins that didn't move. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, now I know you've been watching the footage. Now that's what I like when somebody talk that shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know you watch the footage. So look, that's the last place you see the red shirt go, to the back of the kitchen. And keep this in mind, according to the news, Kenneka walked. That's the last time she seen on the lower level. According to them, in the kitchen, that's where she was last seen and went to the back of the kitchen where they was at, right? So they'll be at Tucson. So that means they'll be at Tucson. So when I started thinking about Gina McGill letter, when he was talking about what Macho was doing in the free. So when I was like, damn, okay, the freezer situation, talking about Macho was in there, he built her on the titty, he got mad, slammed and choked her out, right? And we know that's security. So now we know they will match up with the fight in the parking lot, how she got up in the pool And then we go back to the camera and see Kenneka hair wet. You know what I'm talking about? Her hair wet. All of this, right? Her hair wet. Oh look. Not only the flow that we be checking, but look what she on. She on top of something. She ain't just on the bare flow. Cause you can look at it at the bottom right here. If you look at the bottom, she laying on something. Like a pallet or something. She could be laying on top of a pallet, whatever it is, you can see it. You know what I'm talking about? She laying on something. But make a long story short, King Rob, Planet of the Faith, got a lot to do with Kenneka death. Cause they ain't in the paperwork for nothing. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying? Cause when you hold on, now we see that about the parking ticket about when they lose the parking ticket. We ain't even finna scratch out about what the $200 for the parking ticket and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell y'all when Kenneka was in that freezer, if she wasn't out, look, if she wasn't outside, I'm gonna show y'all another indicator that she was outside. When you look at Kenneka clothes in the freezer, that she had some of these brick crumbs that was on her clothes at the same color as this brick girl, all on her pants leg. Red little chipping. And people was like, this gotta be off the floor because the floor gonna be like the same color as the brick, right? But we were looking at her leg like, but damn, but they chipped, so the floor must be chipping. Or it could have been that brick chip. See what I'm saying? Go back and look at the photo picture. Look just like this. Somebody used the brick because she had, look, because in the freezer, her hair was flat on top of her head, like somebody hit her on the top of her head with something. And look, since we see the security lights go off right at the security booth, and now you see they got these bricks standing up on her. What happened to her? You see what I'm saying? Man, look how everything just coming together. Everything is right in our face, and I know because right. Hold on. Now we got clear visual. This where the police was at. I mean, so right here, they started from 3 o'clock. They decided, well, look, since we got her in the freezer in their way, we just gonna say she walked in there at 2 something in the beginning. Then they were like, wait a minute, we gotta change the time and say 3 something. Cause you got to go back and watch the goddamn. Hey, what you say, Trey? You remember you did the read on her with the voice box and that sound? You goddamn skip it. That's what she be doing. Y'all, she was blowing in her phone. I can do it right now. Give y'all the demonstration. Cause I see through the fuckery. You know what I'm talking about? I'm glad I ain't soft. You see what I'm saying? Cause these people could really, like, these people using this shit to their advantage. And that's dangerous. Somebody can get hurt doing this shit too. Cause I'm gonna tell y'all something like this here. I bet you she won't do no goddamn psychic reading for me. Look, I bet you she ain't gonna do no psychic reading for me. Go talk to my grandma. I bet you that. And I hit the cash app. How much you charge? I just need you to talk to my grandma. You know what I'm talking about? The first thing she gonna tell me, man, look, I don't want. But like I said, so look, three, they switch the time up to three to match everybody's story in the statement what they came up with. That's why, cause look, if Irene saying she was missing that two something, either way it go, they still fucked up cause she showed up an hour later getting our world on the elevator. So they fucked up right there. If she was getting off on the elevator at three something, if they going with that lag right at three something, so you still got to explain where she was at two something, an hour before she got off on the elevator. Cause when you think about it, the night flow will show her when she getting on the elevator, and then it'll show where she'll get off at. And maybe they couldn't, you know what I'm saying? When they was like, well, shit, the night flow camera say this timeline, and we got her on this timeline. How we gonna make that footage match with the night camera flow? You see what I'm saying? That's why we gotta think logic. You know what I'm talking about? Cause the evidence right here in our face, all we just gotta do is just take our time and read over everything. It's all we got to do. It's like a Bible. Everybody got to, you know what I'm saying, uh, read and study their scripture. I let a crooked ass pastor preach it to you. You could be saying amen to the demon ghosts and shit because the shit sound good to your group. You know what I'm talking about? Cause, and then look, right? Look what they got out. Notice, name a camera they don't got listed right here in the paperwork. Right? Look at the paperwork. Check this out. Do you see what camera is missing out this right here? This finna show y'all what footage that need to be edited the most. Right? What footage is left out? The lower level hallway. The one I showed y'all, like, man, it look like Kenneka running down this hallway. It's something funny about this hallway. Cause all the frame missing out of it and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? So why that not listed in here? And they said this was based off the witness report. So they really look, they said these seven cameras that show Kenneka on surveillance footage based on witness statement. Only people that can witness this is they was in the kitchen. Simple as that. And look what time they got this at. Now watch this. They don't even got the lower level hallway, right? The lower level hallway is not on this camera, so they missing the camera that she was on. Then. You gotta get off on the elevator, coming up the ramp. You don't even got those two cameras when she turned the corner. If they not in this, you missed the whole camera. You see what I'm saying? You missed the whole fucking camera. Why is that? Right? So they missed that whole camera. 'Cause once you get from the lobby stir, mm-mm, so we already seen all the text message. Bam, right here. And we got timeline to back all this up. Right here. Now they made it more easy for me to look into these things. Right? Everything that's in pink is dealing with Kenneka. Everything in pink is dealing with Kenneka when they mark it in red right here. So everything that's in red, it got to do with something with Kenneka. You see what I'm saying? So that means when they were saying like, damn, look, round about this time, Kenneka was involved some kind of way with these groups, right? And y'all get those lights up, Jack. Now here go the other one, right? So look, don't this say what? 3:16. One female entered the lobby and was greeted by a male. It's Bawballs, right? That's Bawball. They said 3:16, then go to 3:25. Watch this. One male black subject entered the hotel and headed towards South Hall. And Kenneka supposed to be getting off on the elevator around about that time. So they talking about three male black subject entered and headed toward the South Hall. See what I'm saying? The police got it all tracked down. They had the documentary, you know what I'm saying? They couldn't do too much. Only thing they had to do is get everybody's story to cooperate with their narrative, what the footage gonna say. You know what I'm talking about? So, bam. So they had to go over the footage, make sure everybody stick to the same story. Ain't nobody's story say different, cause it gonna throw the whole investigation off. They why they went to the certain extent to get those friends to come up with this. That's why they statements so rehearsed. That's why they story match up so perfect. But when it comes to the time, it get real crucial and it make you scratch your head. But once you go on the footage, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, I got two options. The police help cover this up and know who, you know what I'm saying, did this. Look, right? Hold on. Let me skip through all this. This when they were talking about where the hold on, right? See, they left this hallway out. They said it was seven cameras. They didn't include this camera. So why they left this camera out of the paperwork? Because this the most heavily edited footage. Look at her now on it, right? You know what I'm talking about? And we know. her hair don't look like this when she first came in. She didn't have this much hair on this side to even be looking, cause you know what I'm talking about. So no doubt that he watched the footage and helped everybody to coerce the story, right? And we already know about all this time stamps. And watch this right here, gang. Watch this. Look, this the layout, right? Remember when Friends K said they drug her down the visibility bar and they went down these stairs right here and put her on the cart? Do what the police draw on they John and said, look, they got an arrow leading world straight to the trash dock, right? Straight to the trash dock. Because at one point of time, I believe that trash dock got a big role to play in this investigation. See what I'm talking about? You never know. They could have rolled her by there. You know what I'm saying? They could have stole her by the dumpster or something. So let me skip through all of this. You know what I'm talking about? So they go to other police reports. This is that we already know about all the timestamps, the real timestamps. So let me skip through this. We know that straight drop. Boom. Right? Boy, this person right here gets me every time. This person right here in blacks gets me every time. So look, now we know why Monifa went to that door right there because of the pool layout, right? Because of the pool layout. We know about the chief. Look, this Bree messing with the ops. These all they homeboys, right? This is Rico, Kenneka boyfriend, homeboys. You know what I'm saying? This Mariah Facebook page, right? So Bree was dating him, right? And then look, here go all the receipts they took. This the reason why you got all these receipts right here. These is all the room they booked it on hotel employee gift cards. You see what I'm saying? To get rooms on discount. That's why they took everybody's statement came from the room. Cause keep this in mind, every receipt that y'all see, they made a statement from these people that was in the room. But remember room 924. Room 924 is right next door, room 926. That's the room that's next door. And they had that room booked through a third party website that you can get it for a discount. You know what I'm talking about? And you got a membership. You signed up for a membership. Now you see that, right? So look, Sergeant Roll, all these people, right, lost power. Ain't even in charge no more. See that right here? All these room 930 IG rewards card. You see what I'm saying? Boom. That's why they got to have this receipt in her because they took a statement. This the same person said we need to talk to you about the video then, about the Facebook Live. Why would they even ask him about the Facebook Live, right? Uh, somebody from New York. Somebody from New York. So you got somebody in room 930 in New York linked back to Chicago. Hmm. To this. Boy, it getting real strange now. I tell y'all what, y'all, cause as I'm starting to think about it, as I'm starting to think about all of this, I got to put these videos together. Damn gang, this so look, King Rob suspect, and the fake damn show suspect. You know what I'm saying? And all them YouTubers they were screaming Planet of the Fakes. I'm like, yeah, rest in peace, Planet of the Fakes. I don't even think that nigga dead. I got to see this for myself. Cause he went to the him and King Rob the same age. And then they try to act like they don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they were keeping their distance from each other too at the same time. But you know there was a link between these two. And we just didn't know how. Now I understand because I know Planet of the Face gay. I know he gay for a fact the way he talk. I know he a booty bandit. You know what I'm saying? Cause he was out talking about female hair and shit. He knows so much about weed and what hoes be wearing down to the name and shit. You must be one of those boys. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you talking like on a gay level. You got conversation for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they was over here arguing about a female hair, Leonora hair. Matter of fact, Leonora hair had got some braids in there. He was arguing with the bitch, telling the bitch what kind of braid them was. I'm like, don't no nigga argue with no female talking about what kind of hair and what's the name of the braids and shit. You know what I'm talking about? So shit. That's what I'm saying, y'all. That's what it looked like to me in the investigation. King Robert heard in the video. He was already making fun of her death. Already talking about putting drugs in female drinks. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they thunder booted. They be hanging with the boys. They just number some old ass gang members got fetish for little boys. That's all that is. Cause They can't get the girls no more. Cause them niggas look like citizen on blow. So yeah, they gotta go to the board cause, cause they look like goddamn it, Nicki Minaj out here. You know what I'm saying? They got thunder booties and Jews, you know what I'm talking about? Shit. So I'm quite sure they like, well, look, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what they want. Look at Butt Pack. He chasing motherfucking boys down the street talking about check on your people. You know what I'm talking about? He had boys running from the car. You see what I'm saying? It's something wrong with that. It's something wrong when you got to go on and do an interview. Find yourself while you around here filming and interviewing boys. Like people into it or something. Like this finna be a new trend. Yeah, let's see what the LBG talking about in the hood. Ain't nobody thinking about them folk. We letting them folk live their life. Why you choose to be out 2:30, 3 in the morning, down riding down little boy lane? You know what I'm talking about? All on the south side. You know what I'm talking about? Where the hot spot for little boys. Talking about you got a camera, so you using that camera for this. Yeah, I want to know what happened when that camera cut off. All right, I got your interview. Uh, as you can give me some thunder booty. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. I'd be risking my legacy with a camera trying to go film boys and shit talking about some yeah, I don't even know what question to ask them. 'Cause I kind of quite sure know what's going on. So I mean, it's something that he concerned about. It's something that he really, you know what I'm saying, wanna ask some real questions. It's they like, all right, if you if if I go in the crack in the crack house, that means it's something interesting me about crack. You know what I'm talking about? It's something interesting me. I just want to, you know what I'm talking about? So just think about he got that camera. It's just something about boys that it's like he want to reach out and talk to. I don't know if he trying to blend in, like accept him. I don't know, cause I know one thing. If you step on those boys' territory, man, you out your boundaries, and they know it. So they finna holler at you, cause you in their territory. When you with your goddamn camera shit, I'm quite sure they be like, "Hey, ooh." You know what I'm talking about? And they beckoning at your ass and shit, looking at your feet, looking at you from head to toe and shit. What you doing around here? Now, I just wanna ask y'all some questions. What kind of question you wanna ask us? You know what I'm talking about? I'm be like shit, I wanna hear this shit. My goddamn, what you wanna ask us, y'all? You see what I'm saying? They was like, yeah, usually boys like you don't be around here often. What brings you around with your camera? You already know they're gonna be like, well, since you got your camera, we can put something on it. You know what I'm talking about? 'Cause I already look. I already know what's finna happen. Hey, if we find out where that boy camera is, well, we gonna have some. Discovery footage on that joint. Boy, I'm talking about boy, if he ever lose it, somebody steal the camera out the car or break in the house to get it, I can just imagine when you go into the galaxy and you see all them play buttons on that motherfucker. You just see number big jungle thunderbolt is on there. Hey, damn, look at this John. This John, he got a Nicki Minaj body. And when you play the video, this motherfucker look like goddamn Arsenio Hall in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it's cold blooded. I don't know how they do it. You know what I'm talking about? But but that's all I just wanna get out, gang. It's a spill that little tea about about this 130 theory and these receipts that's on the screen about the basement and the new bug with the Canada states and all this. Cause I ain't got all my paperwork properly, you know what I'm saying, organized. And I feel like that I need to do this so I can present my case on a professional level now. You know what I'm talking about? And maybe y'all get another psychic read and complete this work. You know what I'm talking about? And look, thinking about psychic. I bought me a jukebox. Yup, I went and bought me a jukebox and a tarot card. So yeah, I'm finna start exploring with the theories. So y'all stay tuned for that. Cause it's a whole lot I need to rap about with the dead. Cause I know they talk to these some bitches. I know they got a lot to say to Trey Gang. And I can't wait. Cause you know what I'm talking about. Somebody, since we got some in here now, somebody tell Candy Star I need her bad so she could do a cycle reading on my big grandma. I ain't talked to her in a while. I'm quite sure she can uh, uh make a change and so I could talk to her. You know what I'm talking about? So I can talk to my big mama. So y'all let her know Trey ain't said do a reading. He want to talk to his big mama. And you know it should be no problem with that. It should be no problem with that, ain't it, gang? Right, y'all? So I'm gonna hit her DMs and shit. You see how much she gonna charge me to talk to my big mama. Cause I already know how she is. For one thing, I know my big mama ain't picking up no phone. She gonna be like, "What? Wait a minute. You say what? Who on the phone? I don't know no goddamn it. You know what I'm talking about? And I know how my grandma talk. Mm, I know how she talk, Jack. So I know you talking to a fraud, goddamn, trying to act like this, my grandma. You never know. It's like jail in there. You got niggas that steal nigga girlfriend number. Call these nigga bitches and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. What today, Friday? Today, Friday. Fucking up, man. I might as well turn up, ain't it, y'all? Crack a little joke. I got my jukebox and shit. I can't wait to hit these frequencies. Who y'all want to talk to? So y'all hit my Gmail and give me your request. 'Cause I want to talk to everybody. I got Tupac. I got to holler at him. You know what I'm talking about? I want to talk to Andre the Giant. I've been ask that nigga a couple of questions. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. I want to holler at Moses. I'm finna talk to everybody that let me talk to. Since I got a jukebox, I can do it, ain't the game. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but so shit, y'all send me the request who y'all want me to talk to, and we gonna hit their ass up. Shit, we just gonna pick out some slaves, you know what I'm talking about? 'Cause I want to talk to shit, Mantle Musa. You know what I'm saying? King Solomon. I want to ask him, like, man, what happened? You know what I'm talking about? I want to holler at King Sam since he had all the gold and all the rich. I want to go holler at him and like, hey man, what happened to all that shit, bro? You know what I'm talking about? They got all your shit around here. You got a rapper, you got the rapper with the bling bling. You know what I'm talking about? For real. I want to talk to David too in the battle. 'Cause I need to holler at him about those techniques. About him and Goliath. I want to know how you do that. You said you had a rock then. I want how big that mug? I want to see the rock. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm trying to talk to Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, cause I'm trying to holler at Frederick Douglass. Did you see how the way he was wearing his hairdo? You know what I'm talking about? Frederick Douglass look like he the neighborhood mechanic back in those days. Yeah, pull it up here right quick. Jackie on up and I'm gonna see what's the problem. Yeah, it look like you need a new relay switch, new throttle body. You know what I'm talking about? You got some old gas in here too. Might need to push that out, huh? And yeah, they got to put you some more blinker fluid in here. Make sure your blinkers working. You see what I'm talking about? For real, I really want to talk to these folks. I ain't just gonna be talking to no anybody. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking to serial killers. I'm talking to, you know what I'm saying? I want to holler at Sammy Davis when he was working at the casino. I'm like, damn, how was it back in your day when Marilyn Monroe was in that motherfucker? Who smashed her? You know what I'm talking about? Shit. I want to know, somebody, uh, I want to know why these psychics don't never, talk to the real spirits like God or something. Like, oh yeah, cause you is calling up into his house. How you get his number anyway? I guess they said Jesus got a cricket phone, man, y'all. Man, he up there trying to answer prayers, and you got Candace Star buzzing in on three way shit. Hey, babes. Yeah, I want to talk to Vinny. Vinny, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm like, damn, this shit got real serious now. You know what I'm talking about? Shit. If they had these kind of power, I'm trying to talk to Jesus, be like, hey Jesus, look, check this. They done for what really happened that day. You see what I'm talking about? Man, Jesus, look, you mean to tell me Jesus sitting up there, here I go, I'm praying to him. I'm in the crib trying to pray to Jesus because this my time. I'm trying to talk to him. And he got me on hold because he getting the FaceTime for Cam and Star because the bitch want to talk to Vinny. You see what I'm talking about? I'm trying to pray. That probably why I'm still in the fucked up ass situation because she probably blocked my blessing. One time I'm like, yes, Father God, I just want to, Father God, just repent all my sin. Ring, 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 ring. Hold on, right quick, Trey gang. I'm like, all right, Lord. I got my incense burning. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker done went out. I'm still on hold. Like, damn. And he gonna come back on the phone. My bad, Trey got it. Can't style on the other end. Want to talk to Vinny. I'm like, man, look, God, I'm sick of this shit. You see what I'm talking about? Every time I'm trying to, you know what I'm talking about? But, but yeah, gang. Yeah, they trying to say God got a cricket bill because you on your phone, right? So if you talking to him on your phone, that means he got one too. I want to know he must. I want to know what kind of phone he got. Probably Obama. You know, God ain't just with all that iPhone shit anyway. If you ask me, he'll be a Android gang. You know, they said God ain't materialistic. I wouldn't even be surprised all that static they be doing on the phone. It gotta be on the Obama plan. You know what I'm talking about? I know, goddamn it, ain't no 5G sounding like that, Jack. That's why I'm trying to investigate these nigga phone service. Yeah, I wanna give me a new line. Yeah, what how much y'all charge for give me 1-800 history line. Hey, I tell y'all better stop fucking with those psychics talking to those mystery people. You know what I'm talking about? I got scared one night. Y'all had me watching this shit. My phone up. Now this shit recommend all in my goddamn YouTube channel. Hey Trey Gang, check out the psychic. I'm like, damn. And this time, you know, I fell asleep and I heard a video on the phone. I'm hearing all this static and shit. All this shit was bad in my dream. When I woke up, I'm thinking the police outside. Shit, I get up, I'm like, damn, them motherfuckers sound like walkie talkies. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know, y'all. It might don't be no demons at all. It might be the police on the other end. But I go ahead, Candace Star, you got it. All right. Hey, babes. I got Vinny on the line, y'all. Y'all, shh. Be quiet. I got Vinny on the line. And here go Vinny sounding like a robot. Vinny, that's you? That's me. Oh, y'all, we got Vinny. You know what I'm saying? How are you, Vinny? Are you doing good? I am doing great. I'm like, dog. Sound like somebody typing this shit in there. You know what I'm talking about? I swear they got Kenneka sounding like she like she got a deep ass voice like Blue on the Temptation. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, man, what's up with all these mystery people on the line? I be scared of them psychics because sometimes I think they finna cast this spell on me. Cause I was riding my car and I went up under a bridge and my radio started staticking this shit. So I had to stop in the middle of the goddamn bridge and trying to see who trying to interrupt my goddamn radio station. Cause I don't know. I'm like, oh my god, shit! I won't miss this call. See the whole car static. Yeah, I'm in the car, you know what I'm saying? My boys in there just like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Y'all hear that shit? They like, man, what you talking about? I'm like, listen, I don't think you hear at that motherfucker, nothing but static. I told her, yeah, that's their Uncle Jimmy trying to reach. Look, they still believe it today. I'm like, that's your Uncle Jimmy. They like, for real? I'm like, that's your goddamn Uncle Jimmy. You know what I'm talking about? So I done turned the whole goddamn radio up. That whole boosting real hard with the static. So I'm translating this shit. They were like, what Uncle Buck said? I'm like, yeah, he said y'all be cool. You know what I'm saying? To stay in school. Yeah, he said, you know what I'm talking about? He said crack is whack too. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, I had to let them know, you know what I'm talking about. One time they were cutting up in school and I had to let them know. Take their ass back up under that bridge and let their ass hear that static one more time. But like, yeah, this Uncle Buck, he got a message for your ass. And he got their ass scared straight. Do you want to come where the fuck I'm at? This shit ain't no game down here, bro. I'm in here for real. You keep on acting like this shit, bro. We gonna be down here with my ass in the fire, nigga. You see what I'm talking about? Look. Yeah, be cool. Stay in school. Don't be a fool. You know what I'm talking about? All that old shit. But before I get started, I got to get out of here because y'all know how I'm going to turn up. But like I said, I be laughing hard as hell when I be going back and reading them comments. I be like, man, these folks really want me to go watch this psychic shit. So that's what I'm finna do because I done took notes and everything. I got the jukebox with an amp on it. You know what I'm talking about? And I got a satellite. That motherfucker aiming straight at the moon, goddamn. I bet you I had 5G then. See what I'm talking about? I got that motherfucker heading straight to the moon. So yeah, cause I'm trying to clear out this psychic, that static in now. You know what I'm talking about? Ja Ray knocked out. Yeah, he knocked out. Yeah, yeah. But man, look, y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. And Trey Gang to be back. You know what I'm talking about? Hi y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for my spiritual psychic reading. It's coming soon. So y'all give me a long list of people that we gonna talk to. Cause I sure got a lot of people in mind. Cause you know what I'm talking about. 'Cause I wanna talk to that lady uh on what's happening. I wanna talk to all them that dead. You know what I'm talking about? I want to talk to all the soul train dancers that's dead. And I'm like, man, y'all was smoking the kush. Like, what kind of drug they was on back in those days to be busting those kind of moves? Doing the robot and shit too? I mean, shit. I'm trying to see what that's like. You know what I'm talking about? Hi, y'all. We'll be back. We'll be back.